Okay, please be connected. Alright, so today I did the muscle up, and it was kind of scuffed, but I ended up doing it anyway. So I've got some notes, just some stuff I want to tell you on basically how I did this, how I unlocked it. I felt pretty good because basically what just happened was that I was thinking at the very end of my pull-up session, I was already fatigued and stuff like that. I was thinking, hey, I'm probably pretty strong because, after you do the weighted pull-ups, then the regular pull-ups actually end up feeling like a lot easier to do. It's just like a mental thing. So I did the hopefully that didn't the mic or something, but when you do that breath work, it's kind of like it gives you that that energy. And so today I got muscle up. Here is how. Because I pulled out my phone and I just started recording, and then I was able to actually get it after a couple tries. So that was nice. So here's what I knew beforehand. So you have to pull up at the very top of your swing. You have to, or what my friend told me is that when you jump, you kind of have to do a little swing, or else it's kind of like weird, at least when you're first starting. So you have to jump, and you kind of have to do a little swing like this. Imagine I used to pretend that this was the Hulk when I was little. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, if you know, you know. But so you jump, you catch the bar, and then you do a little swing, and then after you do the little swing, you pull yourself up. Now here's where I was making the mistake. First of all, before I tell you what the mistake was, I'll tell you to record yourself. It's like when I used to skate, I used to be able to figure out what my problem was simply by just recording myself, because you don't see yourself from the third person when you do whatever you're doing. You see yourself from the first person. So if you see yourself from an outside perspective, usually you're able to see what's wrong. It's like when you give your friend some advice, even though you kind of know the advice that you would be taking for yourself, but it's easier to give other people advice, whatever, vice versa. Follow your own advice. It's a cheat code to success, I'll tell you that. So record yourself, and when you pull yourself up, and this is why I say record yourself, because I noticed this after I recorded myself the first time and I messed up. Pull into your chest. So kind of like this movement. So you jump, you do the swing, you pull, but then you kind of pull here, and don't just grind it with one arm, because I was making that mistake for a long time. I think you'll see it in the video. It's kind of a little bit weird in the corner, but I pull myself. I try to do one, and then I can't really quite get it. So first mistake, I kind of tried to correct it today, and it ended up feeling a lot better. I didn't get it, but I knew I was onto something. You know what I mean? I knew I was onto something. So record yourself, and when you pull yourself up, pull into your chest with both arms, as in don't just do one. Don't just grind your shoulder out and destroy it with one. Don't break up your cartilage, bro. Just go parabola, like a parabola. If you're in high school, you see math. No, I'm kidding. That was really cringy. Anyways, so you do the little swing, you go up and kind of time it. So if you're able to time it, kind of go like that, if that makes sense. Go in. So you pull in, and then you go to your chest, and then you kind of go like that. So the movement is kind of like this. You see me doing that a bunch in the video. So what's next? Once you get up, simply just bend over, and the first time I did it, you kind of you don't it's kind of a surprise because you haven't been in this spot before. So once you get up, you bend over, pause, and you just pull up. You kind of do a little dip at the very end. So that's basically it. That's all I did. And how did I get the strength for this? Well, important step. Do weighted pull-ups. Now, I did this throughout all the time, just it took a while for me to actually get to the muscle up, but again, this is a very scuffed version, very much momentum-y version. But the idea is to do weighted pull-ups. What I did was I started, when I went to the gym, I'm a heavier guy right now, so before last year, I couldn't even do a single pull-up, and so I was trying to figure out my pull-ups, and I was able to. So I ended up developing my back muscles and my strength. And so I got to the point where last year I was able to do 8. Mind you, this was before hormonal optimization, before I gained 20 pounds of lean muscle and still had abs, right? So I gained 20 pounds. So I was 160 last year, and now I'm at I'm actually at, that's 25 pounds. I'm actually at 187 pounds, 27 pounds, whatever. And so it's definitely heavier. So when I went back to the gym, I actually had just been 20 pounds heavier, not 27 pounds heavier. And when I pulled up, it was so difficult. I could barely get up to here. The bar is still here, not even fully to my chest, when I was doing body weight pull-ups. body weight. Now, I know that a lot of people will start from different ways. So what I used to do when I was first trying to get my pull-ups was that I would do negative. So I'd jump to the very top and then slowly just hold as much as I could, and then it would slowly go down. You know what I mean? Of course you know what I mean, you're a smart guy. And so I would do that, and then once I started doing pull-ups and I was able to just do pull-ups or whatever, I was doing pull-ups. I was trying to get to my chest, and I was just doing it, you know, I like alternate between days, right? So my back day, I did pull-ups until failure, just a couple sets. Then eventually I did weighted pull-ups with 25 pounds, and it took time, but now I can do 8 reps on 25 pounds, and that's, you know, like sometimes not fully being able to get it to my chest. That's fine. And then I also do, I guess I've started to do 4 or 5, sometimes like 5.5 reps of full plate of 45 pounds. And so that is the stage. So once I have been able to do that, then the regular pull-ups feel easier. I can do 12, 13, maybe 14, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 if I'm like doing bad pull-ups or whatever. And now I can do that, and now I've got the muscle up. So do some practice. I didn't do a lot, I just did it every now and then. And then today I thought, well, I'm strong enough, like when I say do some practice the muscle up every now and then, because it's more of a form thing, I think. It's also more of a strength thing. When you focus on explosiveness with your regular pull-ups and like maybe going down slowly, that's what I like to do. Go up fast, go down slow. If you do that, then you should be able to get the muscle up, I think. And as time goes by, like today I've just gotten, I guess, like some people would say I didn't even get it because it's like a big swing, right? And like I said, I'm a heavy dude, have momentum, let's have humility. And so the idea is to perfect the form and slowly do less of the swing over time. So yeah, that's just the stuff I got for you today. Good night, bro.